away from.
We are not saying the word 6-7 anymore.
Some schools even banning the phrase in classrooms.
You are no longer allowed to say, what number do you think I'm going to say?
6-7. All day, every day.
The trend took off a few months ago, but has re-intensified with school back in session. Thought to originate from a rap song by Skrilla. Experts we spoke to say the numbers really don't mean anything.
It's like slang to like make parents be like, what does that mean?
6-7 is a demonic chant that you guys have your kids involved with, and if your kids are doing it, you need to stop them right now. This is Skrilla. This guy's the reason your kids are saying 6-7 from a song he made called Doot Doot. Skrilla is into demonic worship. He is a santero. He's into Palo Mayumbe. And the Doot Doot or 6-7 song is literally a chant and summoning the spirits that he operates in.
I'm a santo. I do Palo. I'm a santo.
What's that mean exactly?
Like, all that sacrificing goats and all that shit not just for like, that's real life.
You sacrificed a goat?
Sacrifice goats, chickens, mice. Like, I do shit for certain shit though. Like, I'm not allowed to explain it.
I take y'all in my godfather crib so he can show y'all some shit with my religion. Yeah.
Follow me. Starts off with Elegua, which is the path opener, Ogun, Ochosi, Shango, Aigayu, Ochun.
Yeah, like you can put bad spirits on people too. Like you can put a person's name and like their birthday and shit like that inside the. You can put them inside the Agun pot. Send in Agun like metal, like they can get shot, stabbed, something can happen to him.
So it would be something in metal that would.
I heard it from him. He's in Santeria. He worships demons and he summons demons into people to harm people. In specific, he worships Ogun and Yemeya, which number 6 is Ogun in the song, and number 7 in Santeria represents Yemeya, which is exactly what he is saying in the songs, and now your kids are chanting it. It's a reason he used the baby shark theme. There's a reason that your kids feel addicted and like they can't stop saying 6-7, and in the songs it's nothing but pills, drugs, and addiction. Jesus Christ could save witches and people out of witchcraft, and I pray that Skrilla gets radically saved from witchcraft and Santeria in Jesus' name, like many people are coming out of that false religion. It is demonic, it is witchcraft, and Satan is trying to feed witchcraft to lost individuals who need an identity and are vulnerable. They're seeking control, power, knowledge, money, fame, and Satan will love to give it to you in exchange for your soul. But the Bible is clear that the blessings of God come with joy, but the blessings of Satan come with sorrow. Only thing that follows witchcraft is destruction and death. Take your kids, repent and renounce with them, and get 6-7 out of your house in Jesus' name.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another live stream. By a show of 1 in the chat, y'all can hear me clearly. We got to talk about this 6-7 trend that's going on. And this particular stream is going to be multi-layered, because I also have a question for all FBAs out there. Because it seems that for the most part, a lot of foundational Black Americans are waking up and veering off from the wicked, filthy, debaucherous music that's being pushed through the airwaves 24/7. And we got some data and some proof to validate this, but I see the ones. Now, this 6-7 trend is sweeping the nation. I mean, you got elementary schools all over America that these children are really pushing this. I mean, they're really, chanting 6-7. And it's very evident that we as parents, we got to be very mindful of what our children are listening to. We got to be very mindful. I had to go do my research on this rapper Skrilla. Straight up demonic, straight up evil. And, when I did my research about this 6-7 thing, I realized that the brother in this video, he broke it down pretty well, but it also signifies sacrifice. I mean, he used the baby shark theme because he wanted to purposely target children. And we wonder why his children crashing out on parents and growing up, becoming serial killers and murderers. I want y'all to hear this. Let's play this back. I'm going to chime in.
No, that means nothing.
6-7, a meme kids can't get enough of and teachers can't get away from.
We are not saying the word 6-7 anymore.
Some schools even banning the phrase in classrooms.
You are no longer allowed to say, what number do you think I'm going to say?
6-7. All day, every day.
The trend took off a few months ago, but has re-intensified with school back in session. Thought to originate from a rap song by Skrilla. Experts we spoke to say the numbers really don't mean anything.
It's like slang to like make parents be like, what does that mean?
And you know what's crazy? The first time I actually heard of this was about a week and a half ago. I was watching an episode of South Park, and I thought it was just, something South Park made up. And I'm like, what is this? I didn't know that it was art imitating life. I didn't know it was something that was really going on until recently. I said, man, my children, they're homeschooled. So, I didn't know this was really a thing. And you got to be careful of your children being influenced in these public schools. They don't even know that they're chanting something demonic. And we're gonna go into more about Skrilla too, because I looked into some of his interviews, and that dude is sick in the head, man. He's really sick in the head. And see, we gotta understand, how wicked this stuff is. It's a growing trend. It's targeting the children, and this is how these rappers push their agenda. Let's go.
6-7 is a demonic chant that you guys have your kids involved with, and if your kids are doing it, you need to stop them right now. This is Skrilla. This guy's the reason your kids are saying 6-7 from a song he made called Doot Doot. Skrilla is into demonic worship. He is a santero. He's into Palo Mayumbe, and the Doot Doot or 6-7
Doot Doot come from Baby Shark, man.
Song is literally a chant and summoning the spirits that he operates in.
I'm a santo. I do palo. I'm a santo.
What's that mean exactly?
Like, all that sacrificing goats and all that shit not just for like, that's real life. You
a witch.
Sacrifice the goat. Sacrifice goats, chickens, mice. Like, I do shit for certain shit though.
Hey, look, let's be very clear, man. To the foundational Black American community, a lot of these rappers who are into all this witchcraft and spell work and all that, they're actually tethers. Let's just be 100 about that. We got to understand where the real origin of these type of practices come from. They're the ones who has always been into this magic and roots and all of that kind of nonsense. And I believe that's why a lot of foundational Black Americans are waking up and, kind of veering off from the wicked music. And they're sensing that cultural refreshment. But anyway, let's continue.
Like, I'm not allowed to explain it.
They take y'all in my godfather crib so he can show y'all some shit with my religion. Yeah.
Follow me. Starts off with Elegua, which is the path opener, Ogun, Ochosi, Shango, Aigayu, Ochun.
Yeah, like you can put bad spirits on people too. Like you can put.
He said he puts bad spirits on people. So when the children are running around saying 6-7, doing the little hand gestures, they're summoning bad spirits. And this is why spiritual awareness is very key. Very much key. Hold on, let me go here real quick. All right, let's go. And y'all make sure y'all double tap your screen on the way in. Let's go.
A person's name and like their birthday and shit like that inside the. You could put them inside the Agun pot. And then Agun like metal, like they can get shot, stabbed, something can happen to him.
So it would be something in metal that would.
I heard it from him. He's in Santeria. He worships demons and he summons demons into people to harm people. In specific, he worships Ogun and Yemeya, which number 6 is Ogun in the song, and number 7 in Santeria represents Yemeya, which is exactly what he is saying in the songs. And now your kids are chanting it. It's a reason he used the Baby Shark theme. There's a reason that your kids feel addicted and like they can't stop saying 6-7. And in the songs, it's nothing but pills, drugs, and addiction. Jesus Christ could save witches and people out of witchcraft. And I pray that Skrilla gets radically saved from witchcraft and Santeria in Jesus' name, like many people are coming out of that false religion. It is demonic, it is witchcraft, and Satan is trying to feed witchcraft to lost individuals who need an identity and are vulnerable. They're seeking control, power, knowledge, money, fame, and Satan will love to give it to you in exchange for your soul. But the Bible is clear that the blessings of God come with joy, but the blessings of Satan come with sorrow.
Yep, you got to be careful out here. Look, I'm just going to give y'all a little bit about the esoteric meaning of this 6-7 thing, right? You know, see, people connect 6 to imperfection or evil because, of course, 666. And the number 7 would signify completion and divine order. So what they're doing is, the speculation is that they're bringing those two numbers together from imperfection to divine completion. Through what? Through sacrifice. See, if you look at the biblical numerology perspective from it, 6 equals the number of a man. That's flesh, incompleteness. But 7, that equals the number of perfection, rest, divine completion. God rested on on the 7th day. So when somebody is putting those two together, what they're trying to do is make incompleteness, brokenness, the number of man. They're trying to make that perfection. So I know that it sounds crazy because it's just numbers, right? Oh, it's just a bunch of kids saying numbers. No, everything has a meaning. Everything has a meaning. And when you can see these things, you can see it. Now, of course, they trying to shadow ban this video off break because they don't want this truth out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to double tap the screen and get the likes up. Yep. Yeah, what they're doing essentially is mocking the Most High. They're mocking the Most High. Now, I want to go here with it. Because, this thing is really popping off in the suburbs for the most part. It's really popping off in the suburbs. But I want to propose a question. Are foundational Black Americans, are they getting tired of the wicked rap? Are they getting tired of it? Are they waking up? Are people done with the ratchet raps? I want to go to this video here.
Millennials and Gen Z both are tired of rap music. Rap fatigue. The lyrics are too vulgar, destructive, and degrading. Predictive. You already know what they're about to say before they say it. It's egocentric, braggadocious, and overall foul. What happened to music like Public Enemy, KRS-One? Music that actually had a message in it that would uplift the masses, not tear them down. Look, that's what this video is about. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it. People are sick of the rap music, not listening to it no more, actually taking a break. And that explains why record sales are declining.
And this is absolutely true. And we're going to go into this compilation here. But what he's saying is actual factual. People are really getting fed up and tired of this music. Now, there's a reason for it, but this, according to the numbers, there's a growing number of foundational Black Americans tired of the wicked, low vibrational music. See, there's a rising wave of people, especially those conscious of history and spirituality. A lot of people are saying enough is enough. They're noticing how modern rap and entertainment keeps glorifying death, demonic energy, drug and moral decay instead of truth. There's no unity or healing. And this ain't just old heads and unks that's complaining. It's people who grew up in the culture realizing that the message has changed and it's not for the better. So it's becoming something that they're trying to get under control. Foundational Black Americans are getting tired of this trash music. It's just a fact. People are looking for alternative music. You could tell by the record sales. People don't want to turn on the radio and hear Meg Thee Stallion talking about her coochie and Cardi B rapping about her coochie all day and her coochie this and her coochie that and this guy, I'll smash your chick and I'm riding on this and I'm riding that and I'm shining. It's getting it's just getting so trash. It's to the point that people, really they're not even rocking out at the concerts like that. The ticket sales are going down. Our people are just waking up. Our people are just waking up. Yeah, it's absolutely no creativity. But look, let's go.
Hey, rap music does not hit the same. Let's talk about it. So here I am in my 20s and I've noticed that I really don't reach out to the rap genre anymore. I really don't like to listen to it as much because it spreads so much negativity. Most of the music now, it just be talking about drugs, girls and doing crazy stuff that I don't agree with. You know what I mean? I don't agree with shooting people and robbing people and all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So if I don't align with this music, why am I rapping about it? Why am I, rapping along with these people and I don't agree with any of the things that they're saying? Now, you can't tell me that after a while listening to this type of music that it wouldn't affect you. I'm not saying you immediately gonna go and slide on somebody or you gonna do some crazy shit, but it's definitely gonna, affect your mental. Nowadays, I find myself listening to music that's gonna make me happy, listening to music that's gonna uplift me, or listening to music that just puts me in a generally good mood. You know what I mean? I don't want to listen to nothing that's gonna, weigh down my spirit, nothing that's gonna make me sad, nothing that's gonna make me feel weird, you know what I mean? Or nothing.
How many of y'all can relate to that by show of ones? How many of y'all feel the exact same way? Because I know I find myself only listening to conscious rap music or old school rap music where where I'm listening for the actual skill and lyricism. But all of this drug rap, all of this this perverted rap, all this nonsense, it don't hit the same. See, I believe personally that spiritual awareness is increasing. People can feel the spiritual weight behind the shift. Even those who don't quote scripture, they can sense the vibrational changes. You don't listen when you playing music on the wrong hertz and the vibration is off, you can sense that whether you are in the scriptures or not. What used to uplift, now it just hypnotizes. What used to expose truth, it now just entertains their wickedness. So yeah, there's a spiritual awakening happening. People are beginning to reject what doesn't feed their soul. It's not feeding your soul. Why are you listening to it? We already have enough to go against us in life to be listening to something that's going to be planting subliminal messages in our mind, have us paranoid, have us looking at everybody crazy, having a lack of self-control. All these things, it sprawls from the music. Yeah, those hertz are supposed to be at 432. They playing all these weird hertz. People getting headaches from them. I'm telling you.
Listening to music that's gonna make me happy, listening to music that's gonna uplift me, or listening to music that just puts me in a generally good mood. You know what I mean? I don't want to listen to nothing that's gonna, weigh down my spirit, nothing that's gonna make me sad, nothing that's gonna make me feel weird. You know what I mean? Or nothing that I don't align with. And I feel like as a kid, I didn't really think about it. I was just rapping shit because it was popular, it was fun. But nowadays, I just don't see the appeal of it anymore.
Even me as a kid, I was into boom bap and real hip hop rap. Big L, I mentioned KRS-One, and a lot of underground artists that weren't mainstream. John Connor, Dizzy Wright, when he was signed to Funk Value. Tupac, of course. And I would notice a common trend. When an underground artist would gain popularity, get signed to a deal, the music would change. And I would stop listening to him. That's when everybody else would start to listen to him. For instance, Kendrick. Before he blew up, I knew who K-Dot was. And I'm like, okay, I could rock with this. As soon as he got signed, I really stopped listening to him. The whole message behind the music changed. He turned demonic. I mean, that's how the industry really does. It'll take an artist and completely change who they are. in their message. It's very low vibrational, and the frequencies are actually used as a war weapon. It's mental warfare through the radio waves. People listen to the music, then they want to go out and kill somebody just because they heard a song rapping about killing. The music talking sexual now. The women want to be promiscuous, you know. The labels have put billions of dollars behind altering the message that's relayed. They won't even sign an artist unless they fit their agenda.
And this is just the truth, man. FBAs are waking up to this. You know, people are really beginning to see what's going on, and they're rejecting it. You know, we're right now. We're at a cultural crossroads. That's what's going on. FBAs are getting tired of wicked rap music. Many are waking up seeking truth, balance, and substance again. It's like people really want rhythm with some revelation. Beats that carry some wisdom, not more bondage. And the industry, they are sensing this shift too. You know, what it is people are just pretty much reclaiming their spiritual frequency. You know, people are getting tired of it, man. Our FBA is really waking up to the wicked music industry. I believe as a whole, we're waking up. As a whole, our people are waking up to it. It doesn't have the same clutch that it had even 4 years ago.
Yo, Chad, one thing that I hate is being around niggas who can't listen to anything but drill and rap music. Like my brother in Christ, it's 8:40 in the morning. Why are we listening to J-Dot and G40? Like, do you niggas just want to trap all day? Can we not chill and enjoy the morning? Vibe out to some Daniel Caesar, some Steve Lacy, some Malcolm Todd? What happened to relaxing, bro? And it's not even that I don't like rap music. It's just a time and a place. Like, I'm not gonna be driving to church blasting Chief Keef, brother. Like, come on. And I despise people who don't want to broaden their taste. Like, what's wrong with some R&B, 2010s pop, even some country? I don't care what y'all say. Zach Bryan and Morgan Wallen both hit when the vibe is right. You be chilling with a country white girl playing Babyface Ray and then wonder why she ghosts you after. Brother, that is not the shot.
I always had a wide range of music that I would listen to. I listen to house music, R&B, of course, chill wave. Y'all probably like, what?
Man, I listen to probably more reggae than rap music. You know what I'm saying? What kind of music y'all listening to in the chat, y'all? Talk to me. I'm bumping reggae most of the time, some old school R&B, some oldies, you know, old school rap music. You know, I mean, I got a wide variety of things that I'm listening to, man. Yeah, and I'm really getting into jazz too. Hey there says she listening to smooth jazz. Yes, I find myself on that jazz channel too. Yep, for real. Somebody had to come out and say they listen to Young Boy. I mean, I get it. I get it. And there's a time and place for everything you want to listen to. I get it. But, oh, man, somebody said still post. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I just think as a whole, FBAs are tired of the lack of selection that's put on the radio. I mean, they play every time I turn on the radio, all I hear is Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion rapping about they coochie. That's all I hear, bro. I don't even really hear that many male artists on the radio. I don't know about what city y'all live in, but in Atlanta, when you turn on the radio, you're gonna hear some ratchet thought. You're gonna just hear ratchet thought music. It's just ratchet thought music. And it's just not even good. It's not good at all. But nonetheless, somebody said, what is FBA? Foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans. And this is a time for real rappers to do their thing. You know, I make music myself. You can go to Nubreed Universal ENT. I put out, you know, some real socially aware, conscious, spiritually uplifting music. And you can find that on Nubreed Universal ENT. And, you know, this right now is a time for people to really explore their gifts and talents and put out music that has a different message, a different tune, because people are looking for it. Now, I know that these platforms, They be hiding and suppressing the music, but people really are looking for it. The FBAs are waking up, and history is repeating. They're yearning for that uplifting music once again. Let's go.
Let's chill with YT. Exactly. I don't like country specifically, but there are a couple, like Johnny Cash, he cool. I don't really like rock, but there are some rock songs that I like Pink Floyd, they cool. The group Queen, they were cool. Before this channel, I did a reaction channel. That's how I got hip to those artists. And I'm like, you know what? I actually kind of like this. This is good. It's not as bad as I would have thought. But overall, I've noticed those genres don't have as destructive messages in the music. It's specifically the music black people listen to. You know, country is kind of depressing, it's kind of sad, but they're not talking about unaliving people. They're not talking about selling drugs. They're not talking about pimping. They're not talking about nothing like that.
Someone who grew up listening to hip hop and rap, recently I completely stopped listening and indulging in that field of music, especially rap, because I mean, it's pretty obvious. They talk about sex, money, drugs, and shit. And there are people that don't talk about that stuff, and I guess it really depends. But I never really resonated with any rap artists, honestly. It wasn't until I started listening to like indie music, alternative rock, and all that, where I started resonating more with, I guess, the lyrics. That, and like a lot of times I feel like rap is like bad energy. Like there's just songs that I hear, and like I swear most songs talk about like body count and like effing and it's just like, bruh, money too, but I'm more of an emotional driven person as much as I love money. So like hearing a song about like someone's feelings hits more than like, oh yeah, I got my money up. I only listen to like Kendrick Lamar, honestly, because he's just a relatively woke person. Like I'm not even gonna lie, when I heard Sticky and Tyler the Creator's like album, I was like, dude, let me skip this song, because honestly, like, bro, and I would say like once I stopped listening to rap and actually indulging in songs that I love like the lyrics to, it has definitely helped express myself more and how I feel. It helps me cope. So like if I'm fucking sad, I listen to a song where it's like, oh my god, like this, I relate to this, and then I start getting like, oh my gosh, like warm inside. Like I just wanted to say that because like I grew up listening to hip hop and rap and all that, and I didn't stick around with it just because like it's just not my cup of tea. And yeah,
the rap artists be weak too. It's mid music, not a lot of talent. The producers, yeah, they do their thing, right? The beats sound good.
Yeah, I will say that the beats are a lot better than they used to be. But at the same time, the beats, the frequencies that they're under are just not right. And some of the beats, they're just too dark sounding. Like they got that dark synth sound, and all of them have it. It's just not a good look. People, FBAs are waking up. You know, let me tell you, let me express something. A lot of tethers, they want that ratchet music to represent us. You know, because listen, at the end of the day, a lot of people have a black degeneracy kink. And this black degeneracy kink is put out there, by, people putting these certain artists out. Yeah, they want these young women to live vicariously through Cardi B. And, speaking of Cardi B, Cardi B is a total embarrassment. A total embarrassment. She left her husband because he was smashing all these women to go get pregnant again by a guy that got 4 other women pregnant at the same time. Just to show you, you know what I mean? Just that's just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. And a lot of times that's what these women will do. They'll sit up there and leave a man because he's quote unquote cheating. But then they'll go back to the streets where none of these men are loyal and end up just getting, cheated on some more. So you go out there, just listen to the sense of this right here. She leaves Offset because he got women. He ain't getting none of them pregnant, but he got women. He Offset. She get what's the other guy name? What's the other guy? Is he a football player, basketball player? I don't know. She gets with him, gets pregnant again, another DNA up in her, with somebody who ain't loyal. Telling you. But anyway, I digress. Somebody said, why don't you mention music that brings esteem to the Most High? I just mentioned my music, Frank Nitty. Oh no, was that Frank Nitty that said that comment? I don't think that was Frank Nitty. It was somebody else who said that. I just mentioned my music. My music references the most. Stefan Diggs. Yeah. It's just. I mean, now look. If it's a woman who's okay with a man having more than one woman, that's another thing. But how could you leave a man because of infidelity? Yeah, how could you leave a man for infidelity to get with another man who just out here doing what he do? It's like, it is what it is. It is what it is, but that's the example that she set up for a lot of these young ladies. Yep, and there's artists in the chat. You got Dre Static in here. There's artists that's actually viewing. Yeah, and I also shared Hezekiah's. When somebody shouted out Hezekiah, I shared it on the screen. When I'm supposed to call out, what am I supposed to do? Shout out every brother who makes truth music? Shout out every sister that makes truth music? Kim C says they're saying the guy is bisexual. See, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know enough about dude. I just know it's ridiculous. She leaves Offset to get with another dude that's doing worse than Offset. And she was stunting for like what? She was stunting like she didn't leveled up, not understanding that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. And I think she sued. I think pardon me. I think Offset sued her, which is crazy. Offset sued Cardi B for what? Alimony or something? Because he put Cardi B on. He gave her her first big look. She forgot about that. She forgot about what he did for her. He put her on. So she had to run that paycheck. I think a lot of people should learn from that situation. Frank says, you right, Nubreed. All they play is the ratchet music to condition the girls. That's exactly what it's about. It's really a lot of the music they play in Atlanta is just about making the women toxic as hell, bro. Like I hope, hey, look, shout out to all my FBAs in Atlanta. And plus, Atlanta, Georgia, it's I don't want to pigeonhole it like that's all it is, because I'm pretty sure it's oldie spots, it's jazz festivals, it's all this other stuff too. But when it comes to Atlanta youth, oh, they listening to Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Ratchet, Take Me Through That. That's all you hear. Take me through that. Take me through that. I mean, that's all you hearing, bro. Yeah, they just play that ratchet music, man. Super toxic stuff. Real toxic stuff. But anyway. Oh man, yeah, Lauryn Hill Unplugged, that's legendary for sure. But let's go.
That's how they get people to. The beat sound good. People don't even listen to the lyrics. I'm like, do you hear what they just said on the song though? And people come to realize, I'm like, wait, that's what they said? Yeah, that's what they saying on this song. Oh, I'll just be listening to the beat. The lyrics are getting in your ear gates and reprogramming the way that you think, whether you know it or not. Wonder why your head all over the place. You listening to that crazy music 24/7. Now, she says she likes songs with emotion in it, right? It's called reality rap. I do like reality rap where people are expressing what they've been through and their struggles. That's what hip hop was built off of. The reality of the circumstances of where that artist came from. Most times that's from a poverty-stricken environment. That's them coming out the hood. So they will rap about what goes on in the hood, right? That could be the good.
Let me ask this sister this right here. Lark Vanderpool. I'm guessing it's a sister says, I like Cash Doll, but it's toxic. Okay, so what do you like about it? I gotta ask you that because what is it in us as human beings when we know something is toxic, but we gravitate towards it? What is that? Let's go.
Good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So that message could be taken as negative because what they're seeing is negative, but I do respect when they keeping it all the way authentic, but they also tell you the ups and the downs of it, not just glorify it and make it seem like the hood is the place to be and poverty is the way to go. No, they can tell you, look, it came with these setbacks, like going to jail. You can say they was selling drugs. That led them down the route of going to prison and how they never want to go back because in there they seen this and they seen that. Okay, that's cool. It's still uplifting telling the kids, look, this ain't the route to go, other than promoting it like it's the way to go, right? Because most of the times the artist's not even living like that. Like Eazy-E said, they're studio gangsters. You're a studio gangster. That's what they are. You're living in the suburbs somewhere, but the people listening are kids in the hood that's really about to go pick that gun up and do what you're saying you doing, and you've never done that before. I don't respect that. Keep it all the way real. You came from the burbs. You never lived like that. Rap about that. But in hip hop, that's not really respected. They won't even give him a platform, the artists like that. So they got to fabricate their story, make it seem like they live one way when they didn't. That's why when they do interviews, they all tell the same story. They're watching one another and like, okay, I'm going to say this. This going to be my story. When you ain't really living like that for real. The people that know you're not living like that for real. Artists like Lil Tecca, he said, yeah, I'm not really living like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If the rappers was living what they talking about, a lot of them wouldn't be here. Like Devin the Dude and Scarface. No, Devin the Dude and Ice Cube. Scarface was in it too, that one track. Ninja don't believe that song. That ninja's wrong. Cause gangsters don't live that long. That's what it is. Don't believe that song. I mean, they out here, they become Sylvester Stallone and they become the Terminator. They shooting ARs and blowing up army tanks and they shooting gats and they killing. They just committing genocide in they raps. Like they murking this one and murking that one. They pulling up with switches here and there. Like you ain't gonna live that long. You gonna end up getting King Von out here. Yeah, and then you still got some old fools, in the industry. Like, yeah, you're Jim Jones at 50. Yeah, like my boy Malik said, Jim Jones at 50 saying he outside. Yeah. You still got some of that, but FBA's like most of the FBAs are looking at that like, oh, that's clown stuff. We're not really feeling that. Yeah, our people, I don't think, I think our people are outgrowing the demonic music. See, and there was an interesting article, which I read not too long ago that gave some real evidence to our people waking up. It was a faith-based critique of secular rap and its content. It was an article by the Christian Post, and it pretty much highlighted how secular hip hop sometimes features, strong sexual language, cursing, misogyny, murder, raises the questions of how churches engage with it. So in that same magazine, that same piece, they had some youth ministry leaders pretty much indicate that there's a lot of awareness growing using secular beats, instrumentals while trying to avoid the harsh messages. And statistically, people more gravitated towards it. A blog from Avid Messenger speaks directly about the dangers of worldly rap music and secular dancing as well. And they show growing trends through dialogue inside of their faith-based ministry, through academic social research studies, and people are just more so like literally. FBA, Foundational Black Americans, are veering off from that type of message, which is actually pretty good. That's pretty promising for the future. So, yep. Anyway, let's go.
He was asking him about his lyrics, and he was like, no, I just put that in the song. Did you really do this? No. Did you really do that? No. It's just lyrics. But it's not just lyrics, because you are an inspiration to the youth. The youth are listening to this and thinking you really live like that and want to be just like you. They want to be like these artists. And the artists not even like these artists. They're just artists telling stories. It's storytelling.
I have rap beef fatigue. After the Compton versus Canada showdown, I just don't have it in me anymore. I can't keep up with the tweets. I can't keep up with the allegations, allegedly. The timeline falling apart and the world falling apart simultaneously just feels like too much to bear. Either kiss and make up or duke it out. Either way, I don't care.
Rap beef should be the last thing people are focused on right now, with the whole economy in shambles and turmoil. And 99% of the time, the beef.
I mean, back in the day, rap beef was good because rap music is competitive. So back in the day, it was about who was the best lyricist. Now rap beef, I think people are getting fatigued about it now because it's always ending in death. You know, people know where this stuff ends up, and it's becoming more senseless. You know, it happens so much, man, when a rapper dies, you know, especially like, you know, King Von, he got killed out here in Atlanta. When he died, they played his music for one weekend. Here you got Rich Homie Quan. He died mysteriously. An Atlanta native. Yo, they played his music one weekend, bro, and then they forgot about him. It's like rappers die so much. They die, people forget they even existed. And that's how rap beefs are ending. Yo, Jody Breeze, thanks for the support. Says all these rappers are snitches with no personality. And that's true too. That's true too. I mean, their interviews suck. They're not articulate. They ain't like the rappers back in the day. Rappers like Tupac, you know, Ice Cube, KRS-One. If you watch just watch Ice Cube, KRS-One, or Tupac interview. Man, these guys were thinking men. These guys were actually socially aware and very much conscious. You was really like rappers back in the day was sharp. Yep, Black Dot, Professor Griff been telling us since 2000, early 2000s. Yeah. Like these rappers now, you know, you see them get interviewed. So man, you sold 1 million records out the gate, man. Hey man, are you happy about your newfound success? Yeah, shawty, yeah. It's like, what? What is this? Because these guys are coming up out the streets and all they taught is not to say nothing. So they get up into these interviews and they're not even, they don't have a publicist. They don't have no management. They're not taught how to handle interviews. It's just trash. A lot of them be in the interviews high as a kite. Like as an artist, you gotta be able to sell yourself as well as a person. And that's what it was back then. You had to be a complete package. You couldn't just go in the studio and spit. You had to know who you were. Yep, somebody says if they're promoting the same wave of music, who is controlling this chaos? Bree, what do you think about Future? I think Future's getting too old to be rapping about popping Molly's Percocets. Future's what, 42? I think it's about time Future, I think it's about time Future changes his message. I think once you hit a certain age, there should be some growth there. Or stop rapping. Either one. Those are my thoughts about Future. Let's go.
It's fake. It's to help promote an album. They sitting back cool on the low, hanging out right after they record the rap beef song. I'm about to diss him. He probably in the studio with him while he recording the diss.
This is coming from somebody who used to be a big fan of drill rap and mumble rap, but bro, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm so glad this shit is coming to an end. The main reason I got tired of it, bro, because all Louisiana rappers sound the same. And if you know I'm from Louisiana, gang.
And so, look, he said it's coming to an end, and it is. It is coming to an end because our people are not buying it no more. Our people see that it's trash. And see, there's a growing awareness among the religious community as well as community-oriented groups. Community-oriented groups, they know that secular rap music carries spiritual negativity. They know it has bad influences. So any community-based oriented group, such especially us, the foundational Black Americans, it's the same thing. Yeah, they're pretty much waking up to the wickedness in the industry, even on a subconscious level. On a subconscious level, people they're not really on that frequency no more. I'm telling you, there's awakening with our people. Let's hear what the brother got to say.
I'm tired. I'm so glad this shit is coming to an end. The main reason I got tired of it, bro, because all Louisiana rappers sound the same. And if you know I'm from Louisiana, gang, they don't do nothing but talking about smoking their ops that they don't have and some other shit that they don't live. And then niggas in Louisiana wonder why they don't blow, bro. The reason y'all don't blow, gang, because it's 100 more rappers that sound just like you. 100 more rappers that talk just like you. If I was a rapper from Louisiana, bro, I would not get on this bitch trying to sound like nobody else because automatically, since I'm not rapping about the shit they talking about, I'ma stand out. But they don't be thinking like that.
Man, I'm telling you. That's why King Connect said truth music is on the rise. And this is a fact. You know, this is a fact. You got to put out something that sounds different. Where when you rapping real truth lyrics, when you bring in the history, when you mix in the history of your people and you bring in some cultural relevance with your cadence and your flow, and then you mix that with your everyday life experience, yo, when you rap like that and you stand out, I mean, you completely stand out from everybody else. When you put on a King Connect record, you know this brother, you know he's gonna sound different than everybody else. His message. You put on a Shy Blood Before Dishonor record, it's gonna sound different. A Nubreed record, same thing. It's going to sound different from what you're hearing on that radio. You know, I gotta put on for the team. Y'all know how we go. When you play a Zah record, you're with the Zah. You already know. It's going to be a message that's different. It ain't going to be this stuff on that radio. Anyway, let's go.
Then rapping about that type of music, bro, people don't even realize the type of influence that really have on the younger folks. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. The most influential in our generation is Youngboy. Yeah, you can say Wayne Gates and all them, but bro, Youngboy influence in Louisiana, bro, is crazy. And I mean crazy. And I know I'm not the only one that feel like this, bro, because the reason I even made this video is because I seen another Louisiana rapping, bro, and they was in the comments talking about what is bro talking about. He just yapping, like, you feel me?
Of course, in Louisiana, Youngboy got a major presence because that's where he's from. And of course, in Louisiana, they gonna see it more than we see it. But from the outside looking in, he got an influence over the whole youth. You got them talking like him. You got people walking like him, dancing like him. Like, you can tell when an artist is influenced by him. You be like, oh, he's trying to be Youngboy. We got grown men trying to be like him, trying to stand the way he's standing in his pictures because he bow-legged. You're not bow-legged for real. Why are you trying to be bow-legged? Doing this in the video, trying to point like him, like, you look crazy. Get it together. It was a man went viral on the internet recently. He went to a Youngboy concert. He was trying to walk like him and fail. And everybody's laughing at him. They like, this is a grown man, mind you. There's no originality in rap music no more either. These days, you can be a recreated version of somebody else. They sign 1,000 of the same artists pretty much. Same message, same voice, look the same, act the same. You got
rapper alive.
swearing down you're gonna be the biggest rapper alive. Even rappers right now, they're not even making that much money. If I were you, I will put that energy into selling digital products so I can actually make money to feed my family instantly. Nobody got 10 years to wait for you to pop off.
Plus, they don't realize it takes $250,000 to break an artist. That's for one single, $250,000. That's $250,000 that it costs. You don't have $250,000 to invest to compete against the best. Go ahead and give it up. And it's not meant for everybody either. Some people just sound illiterate on the mic. It's like, it's not meant for you, bro. I know talent really almost ceased to exist these days. There's very little talent that these artists have, but the people that want to rap don't even have that little grain of talent. They don't have any, nor do they have any money or investor. You're just not going to make it. And like you said, most of the rappers not even making it. Financially, they barely getting by no more. We need to have other influences and other goals in life. It's way easier to make money in business. The music industry is a business as well. Their product is music. And music is a failing product. They don't make no money off the music. You would be better starting a clothing brand.
Yeah, right now the music industry is failing. They only their taskmasters that they put up, you know, the rappers that they choose to be successful. And the numbers are not real. The numbers are not real. You know, when y'all click on a one of these rappers who just trash, and the number says 200 million, a billion song, billion spin. They got much spins as Michael Jackson. Get out of here. You think somebody repeating the same thing, one liner, all through a song? You think this guy who's saying 6'7" doot doot, making Baby Shark music? You really think he's getting Michael Jackson spins? No, it's all it's all clip farm. It's all click farms. It's fabricated to make you believe that these people are more famous, more important than they are. I mean, it's trash. But if you want to really dig into the nucleus, man, our people ain't listening to that shit, man. Our people are not really, as a whole, man. Now, listen, some of the young teenagers and kids, yeah, but then our people are not riding around listening to that. When you go to look, when people get on their Spotify and get on their whatever they play their music through to their devices, they're not playing this stuff like that. They might got one or two songs. That's how our people are. This is how our people are. FBA's got one or two ratchet songs. I'm telling you, in their whole catalog, they got one or two ratchet songs. But that's all you hear on the radio. But for the most part, our people are not wired to just be listening to that trash all day. Yeah, not at all. FBAs is not rocking with that.
Selling digital products, starting your YouTube channel, doing something that's easier, that costs less, that you can actually see success in quicker.
I think one of the reasons why it was so easy for me as a heavy rap music fan, I'm talking Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Young Boy, but one of the easiest reasons.
Let me address this idiotic comment from Linda Hurley. I gotta address this. You speak more about bad things, nothing uplifting. Right now, I'm telling you about how our people are outgrowing wicked music. What's negative about that? Linda, please answer that question. What is negative about me speaking about our people outgrowing wicked music and bringing out some data, bringing out some facts, bringing out some testimonies? What are you talking about? Let me see. Somebody says, shout out to the one hit wonder. Those people did not sign a contract. They got out. Right. Anyway, let's go.
Reasons for me to stop listening to secular rap was because they have gospel rap, they have Christian rap, and that junk goes hard. And If we're all being honest, the real reason we listen to all this secular rap music is for the beat. And if you think I'm lying, go to YouTube, go to TikTok, go somewhere and type Veggie Dance by Gracie's Corner. Watch the whole video and come back. And you can't tell me you didn't bop your head, you didn't move your shoulders, you didn't.
Gracie's Corner is better than my daughter listens to Gracie's Corner all the time. Gracie's Corner is better than 80% of secular rappers. Yeah, Gracie's Corner. I think they from DC too. They be teaching kids how to read and write. They got the Hooked on Phonics song. What sound does that letter make? Tell me, what sound does that letter make? Yeah, my daughter be she be vibing to that. Break it down, spell it out, yeah. That joke be cranking. What sound does that letter make? Tell me. I'm telling you, bro. Gracie's Corner be like jamming. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, black children learn different. Let's just keep it a buck. Black children learn different than white children. Our children need rhythm to learn. It's in our DNA. We need rhythm to learn. That we learn different. Like that A B C D E F G, that's kind of played out. Like they want to hear Gracie's Corner. They want to hear Gracie's Corner. The kids of this generation, they vibe out. Anyway, let's go.
Didn't do anything to the sound of that beat. So yeah, I'm strictly Christian rap, and I'm not mad about it.
I like Hebrew rap. I'm Hebrew. Listen to Hebrew rap. Sound good. Sound way better. It is the beat.
See, the bro said he listened to the Hebrew rap. That's what I'm talking about. See, and this guy's channel is doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep, yo. It's a lot of people gravitating towards the truth rap, man. Y'all gonna make me mess around and play something in here. But there's a lot of people who are gravitating to our music. The time is now, strike while the iron's hot, because most FBAs are tired of this nonsense. And just because you make Hebrew rap, it don't have to sound overly religious. It don't have to be like, and this is what I'm gonna give Hebrew rap a credit for. It has evolved. It has evolved a great deal. And I'm not saying that they sounding secular, but I'm saying that the rhythms and the melodic nature of it is changing. It's changing. Nah, Lecrae don't count. He was partying with Diddy. I'm sorry, I can't play Lecrae. Nah, Lecrae, he's like a Christian rapper. But people gravitating towards this real music. All praises, says Bree got a bunch of dope music. Release some of it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Kim C says Awake the Nation is my jam. Yeah, I've been playing that a lot lately. I've been playing that joint a lot lately. Let's go.
It be the beat. The beat make you move your feet. The real talent is the producer. The producer should get way more credit. The artist just mumble some lyrics over a fire beat. Most times they mess the fire beat up. I'll be like, he done destroyed this beat. I'm like, now why would he say that on here? You rapping those type of lyrics on a soulful beat? That goes for, if y'all remember the artist Young Chris. He rapped over Blood on the Leaves. That was an old slavery song about when they would hang the slaves and they would see blood on the leaves from that lynching. And he was rapping all type of crazy lyrics over it, all sexual lyrics and talking about madness over it. And people feel disrespected. Like, why would you say that on there? He was young. He probably didn't even know that's what that Blood on the Leaves little sample came from. But that's
They said a few people saying Bree play something. Y'all got to pick a song though. I don't know which joint to play. Y'all got to pick one. All right, let's go.
That's what it was. I'm saying that to say that's what they do. They put trash lyrics over good beats.
Okay, so if you scroll down on my page, you will see back in February where I was only on day 15 of no music. Guess what day I'm on now, y'all? Today makes 113 days that I have not listened to no rap, trap, or R&B. And honestly, it has been such an amazing experience. I encourage everybody.
That's a long time. 113 days with no music. I don't know if I can do that. How many of y'all think y'all can do that? You know, music is just too big a part of my life, man. I mean, I listen. I go the most I can go without music is about 2 days. Sometimes I take a 2-day break from music. I mean, you play music every time. You know, you cleaning the house, you play some music. You know what I like? I like that when I ask people which song to play, it's always different songs in the chat. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign because that shows that I have a decent catalog where people want to hear different tracks. So that's a blessing right there. And it's like people like different songs. Yep.
Everybody do this. Now, I'm aware everyone is not going to be able to do or go as long as I've been going. And I'm still going because I have something to complete before I stop. But everybody should at least.
I think I'm going to go with Poetry in Motion because I've seen that a couple times. So I'm going to play Poetry in Motion in a moment.
Take a break from listening to rap, trap, R&B music. I started because I needed more clarity as to what direction I needed to go in my life right now. So I had to give all that other shit up and only focus on listening to podcasts, personal development, sermons, gospel music. That's it. That's all I've been listening to for the past 113 days.
Yo, family, drop a comment below. Let me know, how do y'all feel about modern day rap music?
Yo, that's what's up, though, man. You know, I'm glad FBAs are waking up. You know, I'm glad that that's happening. That's a blessing. I guess I can close out with a track. You know, if you never heard my music before, you know, if you're new to the platform, go over there to Nubreed Universal ENT. Got a lot of good music over there. This is myself featuring 3 and King Connect. Let's go.
Yeah, I know I fell, but I got up again. Lord, you picked me up when I was at my end. See the light around me shining from within. I share you with the world and you enlightened it. The Holy Spirit gave us light. Now I vision like a tidal wave. I'm giving praises to the Most High. Every verse jump off the page and they don't lie. Lord, you saved me from the flames, I almost nosedive. I'm motivated, had to find a place to unwind. Had to leave some folks behind, now it's a whole vibe. Yeah, I'm finding peace till there's no disturbance. If he bless your eyes to see, then you know it's urgent. Lord, expose all these devils and these evil serpents. Now it's all about refinement, gotta break these curses. Get your spirit in alignment, gotta have some courage. Get your household in order, only way to flourish. I give you rows of wisdom and I hope you nourished. All my foes only get the crumbs off my plate. Their mental state is inferior, they can't relate. We the chosen people and they can't replace. Only a matter of time before we elevate. This is poetry in motion, this a daily devotion. While the world's breaking open, gotta stay focused. Ain't no bending or folding, and we gon' rise like we supposed to. Pick yourself up. Oh Lord, help us pick ourselves up. You gotta pick yourself up. Oh Lord, help us pick ourselves up.
On the east side, I was invited. I was seeking freedom, so it enticed me. Little did I know they wanted my life, yeah. Knock, knock. knock, knock, and now I'm fighting. Knock, 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 they knocking on my window. Peeking in my eyes, hoping that my mind's a limbo. Many times before, I was judged for what I didn't do. Plenty that I've known that become so revengeful. Now I'm just praying I can make it out. This world has in the Lord, but I hate it now. If only I knew then what I know now. Time is of the essence and we running out. Running different ways, got betrayed. This ain't the first, but I can't say it's outplayed. It ain't safe when they finding out you've changed. And I'm rising for our sake, we better pray.
This is poetry in motion. This a daily devotion. While the world's breaking open, gotta stay focused. Ain't no bending or folding, and we gon' rise like we supposed to. Pick yourself up. Oh Lord, help us pick ourselves up. You gotta pick yourself up. Oh Lord, help us pick ourselves up.
That's right, I'm rising from the strongholds, watching scripture unfold. Right before my eyes, forget young and dumb, I'm young and bold. Bold enough to seek some salvation and take this narrow road. Proud to be a young man that the Holy Spirit mold. Evolving my mind, I transform. Living my life in rare form. To serve my God, that's why I was born. Set apart, never been part of the norm. Okay, I'm doing things differently. Love from this world isn't meant for me. My God stay lifting me, my purpose, it ain't a mystery. Trying to earn the white raiment when this world is history. All my life been in a war, and my soul desires victory. Fighting my flesh, I've been trying my best. If I please my God, then I reach success. Let him guide my pen, pray I enter his rest. I'm enduring to the end, it's a lifelong quest.
This is poetry in motion. This a daily devotion. While the world's breaking open, gotta stay focused. Ain't no bending or folding, and we gon' rise like we supposed to. Pick yourself up. Oh Lord, help us pick ourselves up. You gotta pick yourself up. Oh Lord, help us pick ourselves up.